everybody. Good morning or good afternoon. Whatever time you're watching this, it's Happy Wine Wednesday.
Cheers.
It's a Wine Wednesday. It's Mike Powers, Woo Woo,
What up?
and Michael from Williamsburg Winery, where today we will discuss many, many things that we did on the show. But first, some important information from this man, Michael Kimball.
Now this. Dun 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 dun.
No, we're discussing wine myths today.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to help out all you wine people who want to be smarter when it comes to the stuff in that glass.
The fermented
right
grape juice.
This is yours, right?
It is.
Let's
Absolutely.
get right to it though, because a lot of people think that in order for it to be a good wine, it has to be an expensive wine.
True or false?
That is false. Just because the wine is more expensive does not mean, one, that it's better, but also that you're going to like it, even if it is better.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that go into pricing of a wine. Did you just do a new expansion? Did you just buy a new winemaker who has a big salary?
Oh,
Well,
so
like,
Is there a
I know
celebrity associated with it?
When I went to Napa,
Wow, I didn't know
went to that winery Opus
Yeah.
1,
Mhm.
yeah.
and like a tasting of Opus's
40
wine.
bucks.
Yes.
Yeah, for
like,
one
why
wine.
is it so expensive?
Well, they only make one wine, and that's a collaborative effort. It's a really prestigious wine. Another thing goes into it is exclusivity, rarity.
Right.
I mean, that's legitimate, but some things are not. Like, it isn't, and even if it's, say, you get a wine at a restaurant, you mentioned it on air this morning, $250, should I order it?
Yeah.
It could very well be amazing, and sometimes higher priced wine is better, but that doesn't mean you're going to like it.
Okay.
You could get a nice wine from Italy, one of the best wine regions in the world, and it could have a funk to it that you're not used to, and you might not like it.
It's got that Italian funk.
How bad
Exactly.
would that suck if you spend $250 on a bottle of wine and it's terrible? You really spend $40 on a tasting?
Yeah, at Opus.
Are you out of your fermented mind?
Yeah, so I guess
funny.
the solution to that myth is that know your region. I mean,
Right.
places that you can get great value wine, Argentina, South Africa, Chile.
Where's Marlborough? Marlborough?
Oh, that's New Zealand.
New
Sauvignon
Zealand.
Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we found out.
I love Sauvignon
We
Blanc.
found out today, cap screw wine, not necessarily cheap.
Yes.
It's just revolutionary.
It is.
So
Well,
that's
because
pretty cool
explain
to know.
it. So when you go to the store or when you go to a restaurant and they have the cork in there, that costs how much?
Well, I mean, like a real cork, 100% natural cork can cost up to $1. I mean, but sometimes they're synthetic or they're the rubber, they're a combination of the two. But yeah, screw.
But then how much
top
is a screw top?
Like, can be like 5 cents.
So a lot of times it just comes down to money.
Yeah, and majority of Americans, when they go to the store and buy wine, they'll consume it within 48 hours after purchasing.
Yeah.
But like, so even if a wine's age-worthy, they're not going to age anyways. They're going to go on Friday, buy it for the party on Friday or Saturday night, because it's much easier
Yeah.
to screw. But a lot of people feel like if it has a screw top, it must be cheap.
Yeah.
That is not the case.
That's
Not
that
cheap.
cheap wine.
And it's just not as romantic.
When I go, I
Right?
like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that. When I
We
go to
all
my
use-
next dinner party and I bring some wine over, I'm gonna sound like the smartest dude in the entire world. Like I'm gonna drop all this knowledge on anybody. And what's one more really important myth about wine that people should know?
Can we do two? It's that important.
Michael, you can do whatever you want, man.
It's that important. Let's do it.
The
Okay.
problem is I'm empty.
This is
Here, have mine.
a myth, but it's also it's a good bit of knowledge. Red wines should be served at room temperature.
Is that true or
What's
false?
room temperature in your house?
74 degrees?
Right? Especially this time of year. 74 degrees room temperature.
I'm like 68 degrees in my house.
Right, so
It's always
the proper serving temperature for red wine is like 55 to 60 degrees. So unless you keep your house really cold.
Really?
Yeah, but so the solution to that is get a wine refrigerator. If you don't have a wine refrigerator, it's called the 20-20 rule. For red wine, if you keep it on the shelf, put it in the refrigerator 20 minutes before you're going to serve it.
So it should have a little chill.
Yeah, just a little bit to bring it down. If your house is 70 degrees, 20 minutes will bring it down to 60 degrees.
And the thing that I noticed, I don't want to sound like a smarty pants or anything, wine, especially red wine, it tastes so much different when
it's at the appropriate
Yeah, when
temperature.
it's at the appropriate
a lot
temperature.
of
It tastes
restaurants,
right.
a lot of restaurants serve the red too warm.
Yes!
And for white wine, you take it out of the refrigerator.
Because you
20
don't want it
minutes.
to be too cold.
Right. Because if a white wine is too cold, then it just tastes like
Ice water.
ice water. No
Yeah.
flavor at all. So it has to be at the
Alright.
right temperature.
All right, and the fourth and most important
Final myth.
myth, I don't know if it's most important.
No, it is probably the most common myth.
Okay.
Drum roll, drum roll.
All wine improves with age. Like
Just like ladies.
Exactly.
Jeez, calm down over there.
31.
Exactly.
Getting it done.
Do
What,
you
sorry,
know
what were
that
you saying?
Less, it's true. Less than 5% of all the wine made in the world can age longer than 5 years.
Really?
Yes. Most of the wine that's made in the world is meant to be consumed within the first 1 to 5 years.
You know what's crazy? When I got my first expensive bottle of wine, I had it gifted to me. So my wife and I, we waited for an important day. Waited for an important day. Apparently in 14 years we had no important days. So like finally one night we're just like, when are we gonna open this damn bottle of wine? It was like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
We opened it up. It tasted like piss. Not that I've ever tasted piss.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was awful.
Vinegar. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. So don't, you know what? When you have that expensive bottle of wine, just listen to the person, ask them a question. When should I open this
Exactly.
dumb, expensive bottle of wine?
That's a great point. So the answer is, well, how do I know?
Right.
Well, one, sometimes if you know the region and you know the producer, like the wine you referred to, Opus. You know, you'll know that it's meant to age. The good thing is, at our wine shops in this country,
Yes.
there's beautiful shelf talkers that tell you, drink this wine between, you know, now and 2020.
All my wines
This
tell
pairs
me.
well with lamb.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
It tells
love
you
that.
everything. You know,
It's great. All my wines tell me, drink this wine between 7 and 9 o'clock tonight. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know what I liked about having the extended Wine Wednesday segment of the Morning Point After?
What's
Not
that?
once did we talk about the fact that I couldn't swim. That's fantastic.
That's
Thank you guys.
a whole nother
Cheers.
video.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll see you
Cheers.
tomorrow.
Bye.